The meditation challenge is showing up every day. And then the greater challenge to that is sitting until the end. And I often believe that it's easier to do things together. So that's why I'm here. My name's Deborah O'Neill. I'm CEO and founder of blissbee.me, Integrative Holistic Health. I'm here to share because I care. So you're in my personal practice. I thought, where can I put a meditation challenge in my day or in my evening? And it's important to do what works for you. So what worked for you, what worked for me in this time was just to invite you to when I sit. I sit at 8:03 every morning. You help me to be in my seat at 8 o'clock every morning. And for that, I'm forever grateful, because I am not only helping you to strengthen your practice, I too am strengthening mine. So it's a win-win-win all the way around. And what we do for ourselves, we do for the collective. And we certainly want to increase the tipping point, as it's called. There's lots of business books that are written about the tipping point, getting to that tipping point where it becomes the norm. It becomes the norm. It's not only a habit that we're trying to create, being here for 31 days, it's also a lifestyle. Once it becomes a lifestyle, then it doesn't become a task, because it becomes part of your aspiration for who you want to be. And this is about breaking through the egoic side, often called the fake side, or the mask side of who you are, who I am. And collectively we do that. And it helps to create this beautiful place, heaven on earth. It helps us to release judgment of ourselves. And therefore we can release judgment of others, because it's only the judgment that I have, that I see in others, is likely that it's the judgment that I have for myself. As I talked earlier, in order to see something, you must have had to have been that something. And that's the sort of the preface of the foundation of the karma. So if I see discomfort in my life, I'm witnessing that discomfort, it's there as a message to me. It's not there. That person is simply a messenger, bringing back something that I have been, perhaps in the past, in this lifetime or another lifetime. So can you imagine if we're going back in our ancestral lineage, if we're going back in our lifetimes and having waves of that come forward with us on each return, then it makes sense to be so forgiving, because we really don't even know what is going on in here in our subconscious pre-programming at 40 trillion bits per second. And our conscious mind works at about 40,000 bits per second. So even working with our conscious thoughts is like winning the lottery. And working with our subconscious thoughts and expanding that consciousness and awareness through awareness is the task at hand. And that's why we created the monthly membership, so that we can do that together. So I'd love for you to join us in that. If it feels right for you, check it out. I'll leave the description. It's the link is in the bio, and also on YouTube on the descriptions. So let's get into our grounding and centering and aligning. There's 3 areas that I'm going to cover: the grounding, centering, and aligning, because we need to create this anchor, this safety, this security before we can take it up here. And especially before we can take it up here and be in a place of peace. We always want to keep the body in as much safety as possible. That's great for our nervous system. We're living a lot of our time in the sympathetic nervous system, which is our fight, flight, freeze, which is our heart attack zone, which is our nervous system breakdown, our anxiety. It's where we spiral down in that self-sabotage, not keeping agreements with yourself, not keeping agreements with others, going into that place of unworthiness and going into that place of blame and shame and guilt. all those areas that really break down our cellular structure and end up causing the dis-ease. The non-ease in our body causes the dis-ease in our body. So let's work with that and be the best people that we can be and enjoy this life, and then find the bliss in every moment. So I invite you to find the bliss in the meditation. There's going to be lots of moments that might have some restlessness, but in that restlessness, see that as a bliss point, because that's an opportunity to make the change. You are the change agent, the mastery of you. Thank you for being here. All right, now turn on your sensory organs. What do I mean by sensory organs? Just look at your face, your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, and your feeling, your tactile. So, and also your knowing, your intuition, your absolute knowingness of the truth that's for you. Because in order to experience that truth, it's important to experience it literally. So then you know that it's your truth because you've experienced it. So feeling your feet on the floor, if you're sitting somewhere, feel your feet on the floor. If not, feel your sit bones on your seat, wherever you may be sitting. And your sit bones are the bottoms of your buttocks, those pointy parts. You can kind of rock back and forth and feel those sit bones. And breathe down into those feet and breathe down into those sit bones as we prepare to go and take an etheric line to the central core of the earth. The center core of the earth is a frequency that resonates as a healing resonance with our body, with this organism. It takes and from the earth as a food, as a nutrient. So not only is Mother Earth nutrient in its bounty with vegetation for all living beings, it's also a frequency, which is like nutrients to the body. That is nutrients to the body. It comes in at about 525 hertz. Very important to stay connected with this earth energy, this resonance, especially with this 5G coming in. Absolutely mandatory. They're even saying that the producers of this 5G to connect with the earth at minimum 3 times a day, especially if you're on 5G. So if you are using that in your daily work, please heed that note and be sure to connect with the earth energy. So let's connect. And with our imagination and our sensory, let's go down into the Mother Earth's central core. So we're going to pierce through the Earth's crust. And then we enter in the slate and the sand, the rock. Now let's get a sense of that as you've got these etheric, like a cell phone wave coming out of your feet, straight line down to Mother Earth's central core. Or your tree roots. Imagine tree roots coming out of your feet, and you can just follow that core root if you want down to the central core of the earth. And down, down, down into the molten. The molten is the liquid warm part, down into that liquid warm, and wrap your etheric feet or tree roots around the central core of the earth. Permission to receive that energy, permission to heal. And let's draw it up that same line that it went down. You can utilize your breath to help draw it up if you like. When you breathe in, you go down to that central core of the earth, and then you can like suck it up on the inhale. On the exhale, you can just let it rest and balance out. Now on the next inhale, so it comes up through the feet and into the ankles, into the calves and the knees and the thighs and the pelvis and the hips. Draw it straight up those lower extremities. And now allow the breath to come down to the abdomen and meet the breath, the energy there, and allow that drawing up into the abdomen and the heart area. Allow it to wash over the shoulders and down the arms to the fingertips. And now bring it up through the voice, the throat, the gateway to mind and body. Bathe everything in the throat area, up over the face and the top of the head, the back of the head. You can also allow it to come out the top of the Sahasrara and cascade down like a waterfall on the outside of your body. And even we'd feel drawn to have an inhalation and an exhalation with an open mouth and sound. Allowing you just to anchor into this safety and security. Feel this feeling. What do you notice in the body right now? What do you notice with your sit bones where you're sitting? What do you notice with your feet? Do you feel a little denser? Do you feel a little more grounded? Now coming into the centering, just allow your body to have a little teeter-totter. You might even want to give it some actual movement and see what that feels like. Now that you're in this grounded, anchored place, you might feel like the body just needs to move a little. And come into the centering place. This is where we call in our energy, anything that we've got staticky all over the place. In order for the body to center it, it calls in the energy. Find that place as we prepare. We're going to align a vertical line from the central core of the earth up through the sit bones of the body. Follow the path of the spine, the central channel. We're going to align it so that it comes out the top of the head and align with divine, creator, God, source, energy, angels, archangels, gurus, sages, the place of many names. You pick that other intelligence that we're going to call on, our higher self. We put up our antenna with permission to receive, permission to heal. We extend that fine line past the solar system, past the Milky Way and into the cosmos. Without distraction, and to all those that love us unconditionally, we draw in this earth, this universal divine consciousness energy, often seen as golden white light. Allow it like a waterfall to cascade down, coming into the Sahasrara, the crown, the seventh chakra. Open that up, that little tender place on the head that we had when we were born, that place of communication. That's why it was so heavily protected, I believe. Allow this to come into the head and feel the illuminance that it brings with this divine sparkle. Allow it to wash over your eyes, your cheeks, your chin, your tongue, relaxing your tongue, healing your throat. Allow it to wash over your shoulders and into your chest and your heart region, expansion. Allow it to heal the lungs. If they need healing, allow them to come down the arms to your fingertips. So everything you touch, you can touch with love. Allow it to come into the abdomen and the hips, the pelvis region, the reproductive area. Allow it to bathe down into the thighs, the knees, the calves, the feet. And feel these energies together. This divine knowingness energy, this inner intelligence that's coming in and communicating with all the cells in our body, all the energy. See if you can feel it just outside of your body, that human energy field, that signature that we walk with. Take a nice deep breath into your lower abdomen. Engage with that deep diaphragmatic breath, almost to the point where you can feel it on your side ribs, your back body. Let's take that into our meditation with us. So I invite you just to grab a blanket if you want a blanket, or get settled in your seat. Have your pen and paper ready for when you come out of meditation, if you're going to journal or use your phone. I have a new rock that I brought over. This is called kyanite. It's a beautiful, beautiful rock. It actually is often in slivers. If you ever notice it, if you're in a gem store, you'll notice that it will be often slivers. This is a massive rock of slivers. It's got some sparkles in it. I had the little, oh, there it is. Kyanite is used to answer questions, especially in visions, dreams, or interpretations. It brings out the ability to manifest things into reality. Kyanite is considered an earth stone due to its soothing colors as well as its grounding and tranquil nature. I keep this rock over by the PMF mat that my clients use, and allows them to have an added experience of grounding with the earth. So I'm going to use the mala today, and we'll do 5 rounds. I'll let you know when we pass each of the 5 rounds. Thank you so much for being here. A great mantra, if you'd like to introduce a mantra. Sometimes the mantra really helps with the thought forms or the thought clouds that come in during the meditation. Don't resist them. Just allow them to be that cloud and allow that cloud to pass. And find a place, if you can, to sit on the inside as well. I often like to think of it as like opening up the veil of the forehead and stepping in, pulling up a stool and sitting there in that observer, or that witness, almost to the point where you see yourself sitting in meditation. You see the thought forms that might be around you if you're a visual person, and that works for you. Or you call on your knowingness and just knowing that you're sitting and you're resting in this peace place. You can also sit in your heart and allow yourself just to breathe into your heart and find that place in your heart. And just rest there as we go into this meditation. The Sanskrit mantra that's lovely to use is Soham. It means I am that. We are all that. We are one. Inhaling on the so and exhaling on the hum. The object is to have one complete breath. So you can imagine it, if you want, breathing into the nostrils, feeling the coolness on the nostrils, down into the lower abdomen, and allow it to immediately loop naturally on the exhale, coming back up. Coming up on the inhales, and out on the exhale. I like to put my hand on my abdomen. That reminds my body. We're brain training, we're body training, we're breath training, so to speak, back to our original form. Our original blueprint of our breath was a belly breath, a lower abdomen breath. Inhaling, feeling the hand expand a little bit, and naturally allowing the exhale. Nothing forced. No pause, no jerks if you can, and no noise, no sound. Let's get started. Inhaling on the so, exhaling on the hum. One complete breath. Inhaling on the so, exhaling on the hum. No pause, no jerks, no noise. That's one. Thank you, thank you, Guru, thank you. When your thoughts come up, just allow them to be in a thought cloud and float by. Put them in a bubble and send them up into the ethers. Or put them on a train and just let the train take them and go. They'll be there if needed when you come out of your meditation. Bring yourself back to your breath, your mantra. That's two. If the body's starting to get restless, breathe to that area with acknowledgement. Let the body know it's safe. And you've got all the time in the world right now, staying in the present moment, not in the future, not in the past, but in the now. That's three. Thank you, Guru, thank you. You may want to check on your posture. The body might actually physically be leaning forward. Allow yourself to teeter back into that still point. Reconnect with the breath, the mantra. If you find you're having difficulties, ask for help. Ask those that love you unconditionally to help you to be a meditator, to find the peace. That's 4. Thank you, Guru, thank you. Ask for help. I believe that we all have guides and helping spirits that love us unconditionally and want the best for you, want the best for humanity. We are helpers, whether we are here or there. That's 5. You can carry on for the last round and so hum, or you may join me in my mantra that I have enjoyed is Bliss Be Me, hence the name of my company, but it allows me to strengthen that field, that frequency for where we do the work. And it just goes bliss be me, 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 bliss be me. And create that little stream. Curl your lips up a little bit. And experience the frequency of bliss. That's completes our meditation for now, but please be gentle. You don't need to come out if you're not ready to come out. You can just stay in the meditation as I prepare to pull a card for us all as a unique jumping off point for journaling or to take that added awareness into your day and see what shows up. If you're coming out, you can rub your hands together, create some warmth. It's called palming. You're just rubbing your palms together, actually. You can add your fingers, but I find I go faster if I'm just doing my palms. Create more warmth. Cup your eyes with your hands. Feel the warmth off your hands into your eyes, and open your eyes into your hands and bathe your eyes with the energy of your hands that you've created. Welcome. Welcome back. How is that for you? Is it getting easier? Are you sensing the benefits? Are you having fun with the awareness of the cards that create that awareness, that actual awareness that take you into your day? And then you can create whatever awareness that you want to add to that as well. Or ask for help in your day. If you've got a tough situation, surrender it, saying, this is too much for me. Take it. I surrender this situation for the, the greatest outcome for all. These cards are that I'm going to use today are called the Divine Guidance cards by Cheryl Lee Harnish. And they've also been in my basket of cards for a very, very long time, and have been well used. Oops, I'm showing a low battery on my phone, so I hope I don't lose you. Let's get a card pulled before I lose you on Instagram. I apologize, I don't know why my phone would be, oh gosh, out of battery. But that's just one of those wonders of the world. It is what it's supposed to be. These are beautiful fractal cards. They have an awesome, awesome image. You can also meditate with the image as well if you want some added value of the cards. And this card represents blossoming. So it says, even simply questioning your life or trying to figure out where and how to move forward moves your energy and aids in opening you to your higher awareness and divine purpose. Continue with this. Don't let your human mind with its limited point of view tell you that you're stuck or not progressing. It isn't true. You are opening. You are flowing, and your soul is blossoming. Keep your faith in both yourself and spirit. Know that you are on the perfect path and that you are opening to your highest potential, one step at a time. There's a saying out there that's really cute. I've seen it on plaques and boxes, and it says, bloom where you are planted. Wherever you are planted is perfectly perfect for where you are right now. So I hope you enjoy that. Take the pen to paper, take your digits to the phone, however you choose to journal. Please take 3 or 5 minutes. Even if you just write out a few affirmations. I am love. I am here to contribute and add value to the world. Show me how. Show me, show me, show me. Thank you. Hope to see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. or whenever it's right for you, as these are all on replay. I love you. Make it a great day.